So we've got Sean, Noah, Sam, and Jake from the Pretty Flowers, and we're going to be kind of feeling out our levels here as we get going. But they're going to play some music, and we're going to talk to them about where they come from and what's going on. How you doing, guys?
Doing well. Thanks for having us here.
Excellent. I can hear you well.
Great.
So how'd it go last night?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I think we raised some money for the station, which is the main goal. It was the last show of our tour, and it was a really, really fun night, and probably the best show of our tour so far.
Awesome.
Or not so far, just definitively the best show of our tour.
All right. Well, that's great to hear. I mean, that's what we wanted. We wanted to have some people come out and be able to hear you, and thanks again for helping us raise some money, because we need it. We're still a fledgling station trying to get things rolling, and so we really, really appreciate it.
For sure. This is great.
So you're going to play us some songs? They've got a little acoustic setup going on. Hopefully we can hear everybody.
Yeah, we're going to try and do that.
Turn the mics up maybe a little bit.
Woo! How we doing? Let's see. Yeah, we can, let's do it. This song is called Sit Right. When you're making up your two faces in the mirror, and that silly sad reflection ain't much clearer, it don't sit right with you, it don't sit right with you. You know that nothing's gonna keep it together. You know that something's gonna tear it apart. 6 months is enough of a long time to shine a little light in the dark. You know you shine a little light in the dark. You shine a little light in the dark. Kick in the television, open up the blinds. A shadow room plays tricks on your mind. Kick in the television, open up the blinds. A shadow room plays tricks on your mind. You know that nothing's gonna keep it together. You know that something's gonna tear it apart. 6 months is enough of a long time to shine a little light in the dark. You know you shine a little light in the dark. You shine a little light in the dark. Kick in the television, open up the blinds.
Just your eyes.
A shadow room plays tricks on your mind. Kick in the television, open up the blinds. A shadow room plays tricks on your mind.
that a new song? Is that on?
That is a new song. We've been playing that one a lot, but it's it's going to be on the next record.
All right. Is that already in the planning stages now?
Yeah, we're thinking about it. We've been talking about it a lot more on this tour, and we're doing I think at least by the end of the year we'll have something recorded. It's a new album recorded.
The sooner the better.
Sooner the better.
So did you do this most recent one in a certain studio or something? Did you go in?
So this covers record that we did at a studio called Golden Beat, and they are in LA. They do punk shows like once a month, and they invited us to do a show in their space. They do shows at the studio, and after we played, this guy Andrew Schubert, who's one of the owners there, asked us to come in and do a day of recording, and we didn't have any recordings with Sean, our drummer, who's now been in the band for a year now. Yeah, but we didn't have any recordings with Sean, so we wanted to do something, and we put together a covers record and did that over a couple days, and that's what we're kind of touring on right now, is this 8-song covers album.
Yeah, it's called, just so you folks know, it's called the Golden Beat Sessions.
Yes.
So yeah, and then the drums were amazing. They helped make you guys pretty ferocious live.
Thanks.
Thanks. We're getting the low key hangover session version here. So again, we thank DJ Webbles. We're subbing in for the hangover sessions. We are with the Pretty Flowers, and they're going to play some more music. I'm going to play one little spot that I missed earlier, and then we're going to be right back.
Keep real radio alive, people. Live, local, real radio. That's why you're here listening to KXSF, right? On 102.5 FM San Francisco. We give you more of what you want. Music and programming curated by actual human beings who live locally in your neighbourhoods. Plus live music and interviews with local artists and bands. But to stay on the air, KXSF really needs your help. Donate now to KXSF by going online to www.kxsf.fm and clicking on donate. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're back with the Pretty Flowers. They're going to play some more music. What you got?
Yeah, we'll do a song from our covers album. We covered Warren Zevon's Lawyers, Guns, and Money, so we'll do that one.
Okay, we got to watch that language in that one.
Oh, yes, we will. We'll watch it. We'll watch it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Stuff is hit the fan.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, woo!
I went home with the waitress, the way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too? I'm gambling in Havana. I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this. Woo! I'm the innocent bystander, and somehow I got stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I'm down on my luck. Yes, I'm down on my luck. Well, I'm down on my luck, and I'm hiding in Honduras. I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. The stuff has hit the fan. All right, send lawyers, guns, and money. and money. All right, send lawyers, guns, and money. Come on, send lawyers, guns, and money. Lawyers, guns, and money. Send lawyers, guns, and money.
Woo. It's Pretty Flowers here on KXSF LP San Francisco. So how did you guys choose all the covers on there? Was that just kind of something you've been playing around on? Or is it...
Some of them I guess about half of them are songs that we were in our sets at one point or another, and then the other ones I kind of chose a lot of them because they're just songs that I really love a lot, and I think everyone else has kind of come to love them if they didn't think about it at the beginning. But
it's an interesting selection of songs. It's good.
It is eclectic.
It is eclectic. Yeah, I think the Phoebe Bridgers song is the only one that's post 1994 or something like that, or 91. I don't know.
So Sean just joined the band about a year ago, but how long have the rest of you guys been together?
So I'd say like 3 years.
Wow.
Maybe a little longer, but 4 years. Okay, 4. Let's say 4 years.
I recorded and produced the first record, and I wasn't in the band, but I wrote a bunch of guitar parts, and then Noah, they were just a 3-piece, and then Noah asked me to just play a show. Like, why don't you play all those parts that you wrote? So
it became official.
So I sat in for one show and then never left.
Yeah.
You never formally got asked to be in the band.
That must be why the paychecks haven't been coming.
Well, we appreciate it. You know, it sounds great. It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear the acoustic stuff too.
Cool.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
I saw that you guys were very concerned about like how loud we were going to be. You're going to be in the club. And
Yeah.
you had your amps facing each other, and
it's a definite concern.
And
Crossfire
still,
hurricane.
it's a challenge to try to get the vocals and loud. And so.
Yeah.
But it sounded great. I mean, I really enjoyed it. You know.
Yeah, cool. Having the amps face each other is a technique we've figured out called Crossfire Hurricane. Where
So anyone listening,
You guys are in the middle of that. one.
any sound
trademark.
people at shows.
All right, so we're gonna keep on playing. We're gonna hit the top of the hour in about 9 minutes, but we got enough time for another song before we do that.
sure, let's do something from Trains, since you brought up.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's the
Segue.
Why Trains Crash album. Yeah.
New Century. Okay.
Pretty Flowers on KXSF.
Okay. The song's called New Century. In an attempt to make you less like you, it was the front of your head they drilled into. They relieve some pressure, they release some bubbles. They couldn't ease your pain, they couldn't stop your troubles. In the new century, you weren't next to me. You were somewhere off. I couldn't find you then. I was thinking about you. It was quite an experience. I was thinking about you. It was so sincerely different then. make you less like you. It was a little room you were thrown into, but they relieve some pressure, they release some bubbles. They couldn't ease your pain, no, they couldn't stop your troubles. I was thinking about you. It was quite an experience. I was thinking about you. It was so sincerely different then.
Pretty Flowers, KXSF, San Francisco. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, we're going to take a little second here to remind you that KXSF is put together by lots of underwriters, including Dress San Francisco. Support for KXSF FM comes from Dress San Francisco, a fashion boutique located in the heart of the city's Marina District. Dress carries a wide range of contemporary clothing and jewelry designs with collections and styles to fit any occasion. From work to weekend, daytime to nighttime. Dress is located at 2271 Chestnut Street between Scott and Pierce. Stop in the store or online at dresssanfrancisco.com. Thank you for your support. We are with the Pretty Flowers here in the studio, and this is KXSF LP San Francisco. They played a benefit last night for us at Ireland's 32. We appreciate the bar for donating the space, and the bands. Avi Vinacour also was a great little set. And New Neighbors. It was a great set. The Pretty Flowers kind of brought it home at the end. And again, they're traveling from LA, so we really appreciate them being here. And they're going to continue playing some more music for us, and we're going to be talking to them. Besides that buzzy microphone, just so all the DJs know, it is channel number 3 is a little buzzy. We're using it, but not. You can't use it while the interview is happening.
It's on purpose.
All right, so we got something else coming up.
Let's do a song called "Chip My Paint."
Sweet. Pretty Flowers.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2,
3. Tracking time with coffee cups. Conversations resolute. You're picking up the pieces when you're trying not to get cute. Trying not to get cute. Trying not to get cute. You know you really, really chip my paint. There's only so many mistakes that you can make before you drop the crate, before you drop the crate. I can see your wires, the part of you you're making up. I can see your wires, the part of you you're making up. I could be your passenger, I could navigate the bends, the forks, the dirty floors, cleaning up the mess, cleaning up the mess, cleaning up the mess. What I have, I've given up. I've been driving around some parking lots, trying to kick up dust, trying to kick up dust, trying to kick up dust. I can see your wires, The part of you you're making up. I can see your wires. The part of you you're making up. You know you really chip my pains. There's only so many mistakes that you can make before you drop the crate. Before you drop the crate. Before you drop the crate.
Nice, Pretty Flowers. I think we got it sounding pretty good in here. I can hear
Cool.
everybody.
Awesome.
It's really a great little set. So we appreciate you coming in the studio. The Pretty Flowers are in here with the Hangover Sessions. This is the Ocean Beach Bomber. I'm subbing in for DJ Webbles. And we appreciate them coming down and joining us. This is KXSF LP San Francisco. And we are with the Pretty Flowers. They're going to keep playing as much as they can, as much as I can get them, convince them to.
Boy.
They've been in a van for 2 weeks, but we're going to make them do one more show. You know what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take care of some of the business here, and then while they get tuned up. So generous support of KXSF, San Francisco Community Radio, comes from Charles Neal Selections. Since 1998, San Francisco-based Charles Neal Selections has been an importer and distributor of fine wines and spirits for wholesalers, retail stores, and restaurants across 17 states. Learn more about Charles Neal's focus on imports from family-owned operations throughout France by visiting their website, charlesnealselections.com, and thank you for your support. We're with the Pretty Flowers, and this is the Hangover Sessions, and I don't know, they're really ready. We can talk a little bit about, if you guys don't mind, just more about your influences. I mean, I think a lot of people thought the Replacements when we started listening to the record here.
Yeah. That's they're a huge band for me. They since early high school they've been a huge influence. A lot of San Francisco punk bands that may not like show through, but they're, for me at least, they're there. Dead Kennedys were huge for me. I love Flipper. There's so many, and I grew up with like the Lookout Records punk scene, Gilman scene. Went to a lot of Lookout Records shows, and I don't know. What about you, Jake? What are your you like?
Well, I was just gonna say all those punk bands would beat your ass for using a chorus pedal.
Would they what?
They would beat your ass for using a
that's true.
chorus
Yeah,
pedal.
I know.
Sell out.
So are you two guys a little older than the other two guys in the band? Just out of
A
curiosity.
little bit. Sam's the youngest. He's a baby.
Yeah, we had some people last night saying, "Man, these guys are young." You know, we're all old radio folks around here.
We remember cassettes.
Yeah, remember?
That's
Cassettes.
cool. You got the San Francisco punk rock scene.
I think most of us worked at a video store at one point in our one point in our lives, so that's begun to age you
We're all rock and roll years old.
or
Yeah.
date you.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're however old people think we are.
Yeah. Well, I try not to think about it too much. Being a particularly old person that spent 25 years going around in circles before I got on track. so you don't want to think about how old y'all are until the back starts hurting and the body starts breaking down and stuff. All right. Well, I'm going to play this little promo,
Sure.
and then we're going to figure out what's going on.
Hey, I'm Brian,
I'm Rebecca.
and we're in a band called...
Love Jerks.
That's right, from San Francisco.
We're right here in San Francisco, and right now we're at a very specific location.
Yeah, we're the radio station. KXSF 102.5. It's one of those treasures, those things
Treasures.
that
Community
so
radio
special here in the
is
city.
a gift to all of us.
So
Do
I
you think
hope-
they play this on corporate radio? No, they don't allow us on corporate radio. So support community radio. Go to the donate button. Click it.
Can I do it?
Click it. Yeah! Donate.
Felt good. It
Felt
great.
good. Felt good. Feels good to donate to the community radio station that you love.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip, Love Jerks. Go to www.kxsf.fm and donate to San Francisco Community Radio. Thanks.
Boom time, it is over. The gold rush shit is over, and depression days draw near. Tonight after sundown, I'm gonna pack my case. I leave without a sound, disappear without a trace. Oh, I'm going southbound. Oh, I'm going southbound.
is Electrical from Why Trains Crash. The album by the Pretty Flowers came out in 2018 on Dirt Cult Records. And then before that we heard the Pretty Flowers with Doomtown from the Golden Beats session, also out on that same label. I don't know if I pronounced it wrong or something. Oops.
This sorry, Southbound.
Oh, okay.
Kinda
That's what came up
Kinda
here
rhymes.
on the list.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
no problem.
Yeah, so we just heard some studio stuff from the band, and now we're going to get back into their live acoustic, or some somewhat acoustic performance here in the studio.
Semi-acoustic.
And again, we really thank you for coming down and
For sure.
sharing community radio with us.
We appreciate you having us.
KXSF, we got the Pretty Flowers.
Cool. This is a very, very new one called Baby Food. Fresh out of the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. The old days are good 'cause they're gone. The bad days are bad 'cause they're present. Coach, take me out, it's been dragging me down. We're just tenants in this landlord-ruled town. The venue fell dead when the drinks ran out. The players were pulled from the stage. Evictions were flyered and DJ'd events. Don't kick us out of our comfortable cage. They spun the truth like a top. Too much momentum to stop. They spoon-fed the truth to you, and you ate it up like baby food. What can you do? What will you do with yourself? Do you wanna be a carpenter? Or will you sit on a shelf? What will you do with yourself? You wanna be a carpenter? Or will you sit on a shelf? They spun the truth like a top. Too much momentum to stop. They spoon-fed the truth to you, and you ate it up like baby food. You ate it up like baby food. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do?
Baby Food from the Pretty Flowers. New music here in the studio live. Thanks again for coming down. We've got the Pretty Flowers here. They've been playing some records, playing live in the studio. We can hear everything really good, at least
Great.
in my headphones.
Awesome.
It's really nice. So I'm sure everybody out there in Radio Land is hearing it and hearing it good. So we appreciate it.
Hopefully the mistakes just disappear in Radioland.
Yeah. Well, it's community radio, so we generally feel like there's lots of mistakes, especially me. I'm very green here behind the board. There's some good ones, but I'm a newbie.
We ain't got no backing tracks, man. This is all live.
That's right. Live community radio. So are you going to play some more? Do you have some more ready, or what do you feel like?
Oh yeah, could you play? How about? Can you play "Cream of Canvas" off of our album? First track, no swearing.
All right.
On
This
that
is
one.
"Cream of Canvas" from the Pretty Flowers off the Why Trains Crash record.
It takes a village to keep independent radio alive and well in San Francisco. That's why KXSF 102.5 FM is looking for underwriters to support our station. If you are an individual who loves listening to local artists and bands, or you run a business that cares about cultural diversity in our city, your tax-deductible donation to San Francisco Community Radio is a great investment. To find out more about how to become an underwriter, go to www.kxsf.fm, click on Become an Underwriter, and help keep KXSF on the air through 2019.
That's right, become an underwriter, be involved with community radio. Just like our guests here, the Pretty Flowers, who are helping out San Francisco Community Radio. They did a benefit for us last night, and they're in the studio today. We're relentlessly pounding, we're asking for a lot of help these days around here. So we appreciate it, and we're going to have some more live in the studio with the Pretty Flowers.
Great. We're going to do a Neil Young song here. Don't cry, no tears around me. Don't cry, no tears around me. 'Cause when all the water's gone, the feeling lingers on. Oh, true love ain't too hard to see. Don't cry, no tears around me. Well, I wonder who's with her tonight. I wonder who's holding her tight. There's nothing I can say to make him go away. Oh, true love ain't too hard to see. Don't cry your tears around me. There's nothing I can say to make him go away. Ain't too hard to see. Don't cry your tears around me. Don't cry your tears around me. Don't cry, no tears around me.
Pretty Flowers here at KXSF FM San Francisco, live in the studio. Thanks.
Thank you. This is great.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. I'll tell you what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play another song here. This is the Teenage Fan Club cover.
Oh, cool.
Off your record, and then we'll figure out where we're going from here. This is the Hangover Sessions, and Pretty Flowers in studio, and thanks for DJ Webbles for letting us sit in here. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think I'll kill the radio. Don't wanna hear this song. Can't relate to yesterday. What we did was wrong, yeah. But now you're lighting up my day with your views just out of school, and you're that's so cool. to make it hard to leave. Lace your boots up, boy. You can't re-soul your soul. Think about the past so much. Nostalgia was your favorite crutch to use to get around, to cut in front of line, to make the feeling stick, to burn your buildings down. Those threads of memories I pull to get to you, the little steps I took, can't trace them back again. How can you feel regret for things that haven't happened yet? Some girls, they always try to make you see yourself. Think about the past so much. Nostalgia was your favorite crutch to use to get around, to cut in front of line, to make the feeling stick, to burn your buildings down. Some girls, some girls, some girls, some girls, some girls.
You are listening to the Hangover Sessions on KXSF FM San Francisco. We have been in the studio with the Pretty Flowers. They've played some music. And then we've just been listening to some of their studio stuff. That was Some Girls from the Why Trains Crash record. They put out a clean version on the end of the CD for us. So appreciate that. And before that was Radio. I think that's a Teenage Fan Club cover from the Golden Beach Sessions. And then lots of good stuff. So now we're going to kind of switch to where they get to be the DJs and play some music. So we're going to start off with some beat happening.
1, 2, 3, woo! I went home with the waitress, the way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too?
Yeah, and I'm playing the wrong track, so that's kind of how things are working around here today. That's the Warren Zevon cover, and we know that that has a bad word in it at a point later in it, so I don't want to play that. So we're going to play the intended song, which is Some Girls.
Some girls always try to make it hard to leave. Lace your boots up, boy. You can't re-soul your soul. Think about the past.
Yeah, we're going to try that one more time. Beat happening.
Breakfast in cemetery, boy tasting wild cherry, touch girl apple blossom, just a boy playing possum. We'll come back for Indian summer, we'll come back.